welcome to another episode of WELLth Life, your 10 minutes to get yourself living in a life of wealth. So the wealth is that feeling of abundance in your mind, your body and your soul. And yes, I am dressed in my yoga gear. I've just come back from teaching actually. So I was like, this is the perfect time to record today's video. Now today's video is for you if you're feeling, or when you feel tired, sluggish, like you've got no boost. Now this could be because you're just tired, if you're busy at work or you had a late night or too much time on your phone, or this could be depending on where you are in your cycle. We generally start to feel more tired in the second half of our cycle after ovulation. So if you don't already, there's your first job. Start tracking your cycle so that you actually are able to pinpoint, why am I feeling tired? Why is my head feeling heavy? And then if your energy is low, try some of these things that I'm going to share with you today. First of all, of course, coming into your breath. Now, I would say if you are feeling tired, feeling sluggish, and of course if you're at work, you're not going to be able to just lie down anyway, just taking a couple of moments and coming into a few rounds of your belly breathing. Now this is when we actively engage our diaphragm. So as we inhale, our belly rises. We then take the breath like a wave under the ribs, engaging your diaphragm, then your chest will expand. Now what this does is connects to our parasympathetic nervous system. It also brings more oxygen into the body. So if you're tired, this is going to help to wake you up. I would say if you can, just do 10 nice, slow, deep breaths. So you inhale from your belly, like a wave, taking the breath under your ribs, engaging your diaphragm, and then allowing your chest to expand. And our exhale, we gently pull the belly button into the spine. We'll just do one more together. Inhale from the belly, taking the breath like a wave under the ribs, engaging your diaphragm. This is your breathing muscle. Then your chest will expand. And then we exhale. And that is it. So do that for around 10 breaths, a couple of minutes, closing down your eyes if you can. Of course, if you're driving, you can still do this, but keep your eyes open, please. And you should start to feel a little bit more energized. Number 2, I think you probably know what I'm going to say. Try and drink some water. Sometimes we can feel tired and sluggish from dehydration. So just sipping some water, room temperature, just to see if that wakes you up and gives you that little bit of a boost. So starting to hydrate yourself, and just keep an eye on how much water you are drinking throughout the day. We have been told we need to drink 8 to 10 glasses. I don't know what that, I can never remember what that is in pints. However, we are all built differently. So you will know yourself if you're not drinking enough water. This is my trusty water bottle. I try and drink 2.5, 3 of these a day. So, and then I know that I'm hydrated. If I only drink one, I start to feel sluggish, a little bit headachy. So check in with your water consumption. From water, of course, nutrition does come into this. So just having a look at what you're eating, particularly for your breakfast. You really want to avoid, and again, you know I am anti-diet. I'm not saying go on a diet. I'm just saying to avoid high sugar cereals for your breakfast, because you're just going to get a sugar high in the morning and feel that massive slump as you make it into the afternoon. What you really want to do in the morning is balance your blood sugars from the start. So I've shared my breakfast a few times in different videos. I load my porridge with chia seed, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. There's another one, sunflower seeds. So I have my hormonal sort of seed cycling there in my breakfast. I then will add blueberries or apple or banana. So yes, that is sugar. I hear you all cry, but it's not processed sugar. It's not fake sugars. Okay, it's fruit sugars. Our body digests fruit sugars very differently to sweet sugar. And then in there, sometimes I also do put a little bit of honey. And yes, again, I hear people say, well, that's also sugar. Our body digests that again in a very different way. I truly believe that we've been told that honey is bad. Another one of these conspiracies that I can add to the list. But honey is a natural product, and if you're only having a small amount just to sweeten your porridge, it's a lot better than having a tablespoon of sugar. And if you don't like porridge, which I know a lot of people don't, opt for eggs, opt for sourdough bread, eggs on toast, even better, avocado, and then just sprinkling some of the seeds on top of there, or just having a handful of the seeds and eating them with a couple of nuts as well. I go for cashews, pecans, and walnuts. See how you feel. Try that for a couple of days, especially if you're eating those sugary breakfasts or also skipping breakfast, because you might not wake up hungry, but it might just be that your blood sugars are low, so you're already sluggish, so you're not hungry. So just trying to break your fast, trying with a piece of fruit, grab an apple, have a handful of nuts, and just see how that makes you feel. Of course, how can we talk about feeling better from having a low energy crash without talking about movement? Now, there are so many different ways that you can move your body in a short amount of time just to wake you up. I'm going to show you a very short yoga flow, just a short sun salutation that you can try. Of course, if you're at work, you can't get down in the office and come into your downward facing dog, so take yourself for a walk, go and get some fresh air. Excuse yourself to use the bathroom and get some fresh air there. You're allowed to do that. If you work in a place that would deny you fresh air, if you're feeling sluggish, tired, headachy, then you really need to have questions there or a conversation about well-being. Of course, you can't just up and leave your desk or go halfway through a meeting. We're adults, we know when to do this sensibly, but go to the bathroom, splash your face with water, and go and get a nice gulp of fresh air. Okay, let me guide you through this practice now. So you're just going to take a shoulder roll to relax your shoulders, tuck your tail, and take a nice big stretch, reaching for the sky. And then bending your knees, coming into a forward fold. Don't forget to tuck your chin. Keep your knees bent. We're doing this to bring more energy to us, not to have a full stretch. You're going to come into your halfway lift. Chihuahua stroke is optional. And then when you're ready, when you've got space, you're going to step back into a plank pose. Oh, watch Georgie behind me. In your plank, pressing into your hands, tailbone is tucked. Feel yourself opening the space between your shoulders. And then this you can skip, come down through your chaturanga. Again, watching out for any chihuahuas. Inhale, coming into your upward facing dog, pulling your chest through your arms, and then tucking your toes to come into a downward facing dog and get licked by a dog. And again, staying here for as long as you need to, making any movements, any adjustments. This is a flow to wake you up. Don't worry too much about your alignment. It's just about getting your body moving. And then when you're ready, bending the knees, you can walk or jump to the top of the mat into your halfway lift. And then you're exhaling back to another forward fold, bending the knees as much as you need to. And then we rinse it all off with a nice full body stretch. And then just repeat this as many times as you need to. And that's it for today. Hopefully by the time I've edited, that will be within our 10 minutes. Well, the 10 minutes that I'm setting on myself for these videos every single week. You've got there your breathing, your movement, your nutrition to help you on those days when you are feeling sluggish, when you are feeling tired, when you might have that heavy head. All of these are also going to really help you to keep your hormones in balance. So just try them every single day. Try them when you need to, or maybe even as a prevention. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments if you do try these, if you've got any questions or any difficulties that arise, and I can maybe make a second video answering some of those questions. In the meantime, stay wealthy.